Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope you are doing well. And today I want to talk about something that can really help, but there are certain things that, so getting these, basically, we're talking about grants, right? And there's a lot of opportunities for getting business grants, grants for nonprofits, for your organization. What I do want to talk about is some of the requirements that are needed in order to apply for the grants and successfully provide the information that the grantor is making to the organization. And so I'm just going to go through a list. It's a basic list. Again, this is not a one size fits all type of situation, but it is something to help you know that whenever you look at opportunities for grants, what information is actually needed, right? So let's go through it, right? Basically, whenever someone is wanting to get grants and the organization that is issuing the grants is wanting to know a few things, right? They want to know some basic information about your organization and your business. So I'll just go through them. They want to know the name of your business, the legal name of your business, what your business does. They also want to know the structure of your business. How are you set up? Are you a nonprofit? Are you a for profit? Are you a partnership? Are you an LLC? Are you an S Corp? Are you a C Corp? They want to know what the structure of your business is. And then also, they want to know what services are offered. And that's just the basic things, right? How many years or how long have you been in business? How long has your business been in existence? They want to know those things. And then also they want to know, the names of the partners, the owners, different things like that, what your business does. And so the part that I'm going to really hit on is the financial information that is needed in a lot of circumstances when applying for grants. And one of the things is that will be needed is the income statement. The income statement shows your revenues, your expenses, and your profits. This is really important, especially if they're needing to look at prior year information and they want to know what your business has been doing. And they may even need income statement either for the a prior year, or they may need an income statement for the previous months. And so you want to make sure that you have your accounting records up to date so that you can provide that information for the person who you're applying a grant for. Also, they'll want to see a balance sheet. So they want to know, as an organization or a business or a nonprofit, whatever organization, does it own any property? So, what assets does it have? What liabilities does it have? And what is the net assets or equity that an organization has? So, you will have income statement, balance sheet, and then also another thing that they're probably going to want to see, possibly, um, is your projected financial figures, right? What is your company going to do, right? What is the projected financial figures from year one, from this year, all the way through the next 5 years or the next 3 years, or however long the grant is? They're going to want to see how, like, they're going to want to see how the finances are going to pan out. Of course, we don't know, but you have to make really estimated estimations of what you are planning on doing. And so it's really important too that as they're giving you the grants, some of them ask you, what are you going to do with it, right? How will this be used? And so you have to work that in and see, how do you plan on using the grant? How do you plan on use the grant? And then also, how is that going to help and multiply your business from where it's at right now? And so Um, those are the things that you need. Of course, I can talk about the statement of cash flow, which is a whole nother separate thing, but it's basically the statement of cash flow. And a lot of times I see a lot of organizations that get stuck because they don't have any of these accounting records, financial records, to provide to the organization that is wanting to issue the grant. That's why it's really important to have these things up to date so that when the time comes, when the opportunity comes, you can have all this information in place. And so I understand that some of you may be in a position of, well, I don't like, how do I start? What do I need to do? I don't make enough as an organization to pay an accountant or pay some. I bet you can possibly pay a bookkeeper. I would say if it's worth it, go ahead and hire a bookkeeper or ask someone, right? Someone who knows what they're doing to do your books, do your bookkeeping, and someone who can, yeah, I would say it's worth the investment, especially if you are doing grants or if you're applying for grants. It's worth the investment to hire someone who can do the books for you, right? Someone like me, a CPA, I will be on the higher side. But if you need someone to catch your numbers up or something like that, then you'll want to hire someone who solely does that. Someone who is a bookkeeper or someone who is skilled in accounting for nonprofits. So wanted to give you that information. There's, even if you are a for-profit and applying for grants, you want to make sure to have your books in order. And then also, if you have any employees, that's what kept a lot of people stuck. And I forgot two things, right? There's two more things that keeps a lot of people stuck is because they didn't know the difference between employees and contractors. And I'm talking about the PPP loan, right? They didn't understand the difference between employees and contractors, and they thought they were the same when they're not the same, right? So you have to be on top of your employees' payroll taxes, right? So if you do have legitimate employees that you pay a W-2, you want to make sure to know those numbers as well too, and keep up to date to books on that as well too. And in addition to having the income statement, the balance sheet, the projected financials, and knowing your employee information, right? Knowing filing payroll taxes and filing all of that, you want to make sure that you file tax returns on your organization. I won't talk about non-profits, but I will talk about for-profits. If you have a for-profit, you want to make sure to file tax returns, because that's how they're going to be able to know what your business has done in the past. So if you haven't filed tax returns in your business, you want to get that in order so that you can apply for different loans and grants, because they're going to want to see a lot of that information so that they can verify that what you're saying is true. So hope this helps somebody who is looking to get grants or loans or different things like that, so that you know what type of information, what type of documents are needed in order to apply for these loans. So again, this is Saturday, and so I will, Lord willing, I will see y'all tomorrow. God bless.